What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Humble Warrior. Back at you guys with another video. Wanted to touch on this Tom Brady subject. So it's two things I want to talk about regarding with him. He recently did a podcast where he said that he was not opposed to making a comeback in the NFL at the age of 47. He stated that if a team actually called, he would not be opposed to come back to help them win. And he named the Patriots, the Raiders, and 49ers or whatever, little example teams or whatever, that if they did call him, he would not be opposed to coming back. I was listening to the Nightcap podcast, and basically Ocho and Shannon were kind of in agreement with him to a degree based on the rules and how things are in today's league, but I disagree strictly from the perspective of his age, his attrition. If the game is getting faster and you've been gone for a year now from the game, imagine how much faster it's gotten, once you quote unquote try to do a comeback or once you return, whenever that may be. To me, Tom Brady needs to let it go. He's won 7 Super Bowls. He's been to, I want to say it's 12 AFC Championship games, something like that. He's a multi-time Pro Bowler. I think he's won 5 or 6 Super Bowl MVPs. And he has plenty of accolades to where he can sit out the rest of his days and just stare at his trophies. But to sit there and say with a straight face that you're not opposed to coming back to playing, what exactly are you trying to prove if you come back? What do you have to show? That you'll be the only man in the NFL history that's came back at 47 to play in the NFL game? Because that's not a major milestone or accomplishment to be bragging about. At that age, dude, you are literally older than most of the analysts that are on the Fox network or on the NFL network. You're older than them. And to come back and try to play this game, it wouldn't make no sense. Because now you're not only stifling the younger guys that should have that opportunity, you're going to make an entire offense play the way that you play. Not the way that the game should be played, but they're going to be playing in the Tom Brady offense. And most players don't get down with that. They don't even process that very well. They do not fall in line with what you want as a quarterback. Because let's face the facts. If you go to the 49ers, they're damn sure going to run an offense. Mike Shanahan going to be like, either you abide with this or you can kick rocks. The Patriots now are under new leadership, so maybe, I think his name is Josh Mayo, maybe he would kind of be in line with you. But I don't see him actually allowing you to dictate to them what they're going to do. So that's probably not going to happen. And we're not going to talk about the Raiders. But any other team is not looking to a 46-year-old quarterback to lead them anywhere. I think you should just stick to being an owner or majority share owner in the team, and just enjoy it from the skybox. You can relive your glory days through YouTube. You don't have to get on the field anymore, because at this point, like I said earlier, you're not proving anything to anybody. And then secondly, he made the statement that the offense now is the most dominant, or the offense is the only impact. The offensive side of the ball is the only side that has the most impact in the game today. And they have watered down the lead to where the offense is primarily the goal. It's just to score. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but during the time that the league was very defensive, wasn't he one of the guys complaining about how he was getting hit and how they were doing this and how they were doing that? So what the hell is your complaint now? You, along with other people, have forced the league's hand to give offenses total control of the game. Now, every vicious hit don't get a flag. That's a lie. It doesn't. But hits on the quarterback does. No matter what you do to the quarterback, it will get a flag unless your name is Tua. If your name is Tua, then they ain't gonna throw a flag for nothing. He can get clotheslined, they still ain't gonna throw no flag. But to anybody else, it's a flag. You know what I'm saying? But what's the point of you complaining about that, Tom? If when you played, you were the biggest advocate for defenses being watered down to where you could score with ease, to where there was little to no resistance to you marching up and down the field every single time you touch the damn ball. Now you're going to turn around and say the league needs to look into this and fix it because the defensive error wasn't as bad. I can't tell because you complained about it. And you made it to where they had to put up more points on the board. People are not actually bored by a defensive game. Because to me, a defensive game means that both offenses have more work to do. And they've been stifled out. It happens. But you don't get defensive games every single game on TV. That don't happen. You get high-scoring games. Even when Ray Lewis was playing, you still got some high-scoring games. They made it seem like every game was fucking 7-0. When it wasn't. So that's an unbiased take by Tom Brady and others to complain about the way the league has changed in terms of the watered down effect they put on defenses. When in actuality, you still can play defense. You just gotta. It's just the way people getting tackled or the injuries that pile up from different techniques of how to be tackled. That's the problem. Because they're trying to outlaw certain things like the hip drop tackle is now banned. They can't do it anymore. Or with the quarterback, like I said before, that's the biggest protection. You can't hit the quarterback in the head. Well, I won't want you to know it, but you can't hit him in his legs. You barely could tackle his torso. So at this point, you might well just play two-hand touch with the quarterback. Just tag, you're down. Tag, you're sack. Tag, you're sack. Because anything else, you get a flag for it, damn near. You damn near get a flag, especially if you drop the crown of your helmet to the quarterback while you're trying to get him down the ground or trying to make a sack. That's automatic 15 to 20-yard penalty. Automatically. Sorry, pardon me for this. But it's ridiculous now, like I said, how he literally said at his own mouth that they need to look into it when he was one of the main ones advocating for it. So what exactly are you advocating for? Because at this point, there's nothing to complain about. Because when you had the power back then to actually, keep the game kind of how it was, you wanted it to be easier. So you can go get you another Super Bowl, which is what you did with Tampa Bay. So I don't get the complaint. And then of all people with me, Shannon Sharp was one of the ones that said that Tom Brady played in the league played in a division that had no quarterbacks. And then they barely touched Tom. But when they did hit him, it was a complaint. Now he's saying, well, it sounded like he was kind of like siding with Tom. I'm not going to say he was, but it sounded like that to me. Especially with this notion about him coming back at 46. Come on, Shannon. You 50-something years old. That's like you saying you're going to make a comeback. Just my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think, though, in the comment section. How do you feel? And don't get on here saying that he really can do that, because realistically, he's been out of the game for a whole year. The game is only going to get faster and evolve. It's not going to slow down for him or nobody else. So just because he was able to throw certain balls back in 2022 does not mean the same pass is going to be completed in 2024, 2025. Because DBs are going to get a lot faster. So if he thinks, he might be able to complete passes here and there, but chances are he gonna be risking a pick six or an interception even higher and higher. Because your arm strength does not get better as you get older. It gets weaker. Somebody else try to check me on that. But got to get back to work, guys. Let me know what you think. And I look forward to the comments. Peace.